Hi everyone, it's Little Reader from Little Reader Tarot. I hope everyone is doing really well today. It is Monday, September 17th, 2018, and I don't know what's going on, but this week was really hard. I felt like there was a lot of purging happening within the collective. I definitely felt that within my friend group, but also within my private readings as of recently, and other people who are experiencing twin flame relationships or divine soulmate relationships. There's been issues around self confidence and worth, but with that, I do feel quite optimistic this week. I do feel that we are on to something new. I feel that we have left old inner selves behind and we're ready to develop a new path and a new sense of self. And I'm really excited to have this energy currently right now. I find it really motivating. I definitely feel like I found a new passion again, and I'm just really excited about this energy. If you are ever interested in kind of like wanting a new weekly energy read or a midweek energy read, I do post those weekly on my Instagram, and you can find that at Little Reader Tarot. I'm also offering a promo this week, and I'm really excited to offer that. And that's because it coincides with my launch on Instagram, and I thought I would offer it to YouTube as well. So, the promo that I have going on is specifically for my audio readings. So, I do provide 20-minute audio readings that looks at a mind reading that is specific towards you and your for the other person in your life, specifically the love of your life or in your life, and then also a mirror spread, which reflects you and your partner or the person that you're interested in, just to see where you're both at, and then with any time available, I'll look into the advice, or if there's another question that within the 20 minutes I can fit in, I'll try to do that. But I believe that they're quite in depth, and I do like to look at them really specifically, because I feel like a lot of people get that out, like that fits for a lot of people. I also recognize that not everybody is interested in a love reading, and so I do offer still another 20-minute audio recorded reading. And with that, I just ask that you provide a few questions or a bunch of questions, and I'll try and answer as many as I can within that lot of time. And so with that, that's regularly $55 Canadian, but from September 15th I started this, or yeah, from September 15th or 16th or something like that. I offered a couple of days ago, until September 30th. I'm offering it for $11 off, so it will be $44, and again, regularly $55. So yeah, if you're interested in any of those readings, just email me at littlereadertarot@gmail.com. And I do have only a certain amount of spots per week, but I'm sure we can figure something out, and usually get them done within usually 2 to 3 days, sometimes even that same day, depending on what's happening during the week. All right, so let's get started for our midweek, or sorry, not our midweek, our weekly love messages. It is a Monday for me. Clearly, I can tell. And so, again, this will be from September 17th until, I believe, let's see, 18, 19, 20, 21st, 22nd, 23rd. So, up until the 23rd. Yeah. All right, so like before, I'd like you to pick a group that you feel the most connected with, and we'll go from there. So we have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. I'll give you some time to think about which group you feel the most connected with. I also will be time stamping this video, so if you feel inclined to watch all of the readings, that's fine. But if you just want to watch one or a couple, that's okay too. The time will be stamped below Also, my intention is that you'll receive a message or two or anything that relates to you. Although the whole reading may not resonate for everybody, that's okay. But my hope is that you'll at least receive some type of message that is specific to your needs and to what's going on for you. All right, so with that, let's start with group number 1. I'm going to push everything aside over here and we'll get started. All right, so for group number 1, I have anxiety in reverse, as well as the Emperor. So with this love message, I definitely think that this is related to you and not the other person. I feel like with anxiety in reverse is that you're starting to get out of, I think love has always been very difficult for you. I think that you have always been unsure as you as a person, and specifically a lover. I don't think that you have always been confident in who you are as a person and what you have to offer to other people. But with that, because this is in the reverse, I see that you're coming out of that energy. And specifically, I see you as becoming this Emperor. Now, this can be related to specifically in Aries, so of yourself, if you're in Aries, but it also encompasses the energy of someone who takes control, who is in control of, it can be to the point where it's negative in controlling aspect, but I see this energy as someone who is finally taking control in their life, that they may have never felt that they've had a handle on love, but I feel like this particular group, you are having a handle on love. With that, I did have a message from my guides that some of you could be dealing with a fire sign, specifically in Aries, and that they are coming out of the anxiety within their love life with you. So I'm going to read a little bit, let's pull a few more cards and see what else there is to say. Okay, what does group 1? Okay, so I do see you coming out of this energy. Okay, so definitely with the anxiety, I think that is a lot has to do with the majority of you, not the other person. And I say that for a few different reasons. I think that you have been wanting to reach out, particularly to someone. I feel that you have always been really confused about what action to take. I have this idea of like some of you actually, a picture is that some of you really want to contact this person, whether that is through social media or not. I actually had another fellow reader chat with me who did a reading, and I actually have been seeing this a lot with my other clients as well. They're like, little reader, like, doesn't it look like iPhone app, like with a bunch of like apps and things like that? And it's funny, ever since they told me that, it has come to be recognized with all of these other different readings that I've done with other clients, and I just found that really interesting that it's been popping up as of recently. And I definitely feel that this is definitely connected with that, specifically to texting and or any type of social media, that there has always been this anxiousness of not knowing how to reach out to this person. You don't really want to call them, that you have always been kind of like, I don't want to put in too much effort, because if I put in too much effort, I look desperate. But I feel like that is an energy that you're coming out of, and you're ready to be more confident. And I say that because, like, with this idea of not feeling confident, is that the Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Wands in reverse. So I feel that this particular group um, was always wanting the other person to take charge first, and like always kind of took the back seat of starting the relationship, and not really willing to work on starting something new, especially with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. When it's upright, this shows me that someone's willing to put in the hard work, and I don't see that happening. And with the Page of Wands, this is a messenger card, so, and specifically about like passion and new ideas and things like that. And I see it in reverse. So with the Eight of Pentacles, it's just saying like, this person, you are just like unwilling or not really ready to put in the effort or put in the time that it's give and take in order to progress in this relationship, and it's actually causing a blockage in this relationship. But the advice is to move forward, and the Chariot is about moving. It's about physical movement, but it can also be like metaphorical as well. So like, it's time for you to take in that ownership of taking charge of that Emperor energy, because it's going to be successful. As you see someone, this person in this card is leading the way. It's leading a new path, and leading someone who is confident and in charge. So right now, the message is definitely from Spirit, is that you need to take charge, and don't be afraid to take that initiative to start a conversation with this person. I believe that this person will be open to it, and actually it's going to open new starts in love. And especially if I have this message for those who have been kind of looking at someone out of afar, like you've been having like a long-term crush, but you're always kind of like unsure of what to do. But like the thing is the advice is to reach out. Now, I also said that this could also be the other person. Now, do not feel like this is for everyone. I think this is only for a very small group, is that someone in your life who has been very anxious around your relationship is coming out of that and is actually going to take the initiative to come towards you. Now, this is only a small certain part of the group for group one, but for the majority of you, I really do feel it's more about you taking control, starting to feel confident in who you are, and getting really excited about love. All right, so that is for group number one. So we'll move on to group number two. All right, so for group number two, the cards that I pulled today are Deceit in reverse and the Moon card. So with Deceit in reverse, I believe this is from not you. I definitely believe it is the other person that you're thinking about. I think that this is specifically for someone who maybe has been hiding their love, their true feelings about you. And also some of it could be that they've been holding a secret that may not always be positive, but we'll look into this reading a little bit further. But I do feel like it is someone coming forward about either their true intentions or true feelings about you. And I say that because with the Moon card is about hidden thoughts and hidden feelings, things that are not always seen. and things are coming to light. So with this moon card and the deceit card, I feel like things are going to come forward. Hidden secrets are going to come out, and I feel like this person is going to be open and honest with you. And what I want to do is I want to pull some more cards and see what other messages are coming through. Okay, so I pulled four different cards, and we'll get started. So this is definitely somebody that you're dealing with. I do not think that this is about you specifically, what your actions and messages that you need to do in order to go forward in love. I think it is definitely someone that you have not been in contact with. I definitely think you're in separation in some type, or there has been some fighting or some arguments that are coming out that have caused a rift in the relationship. But I want you to know that this person knows that things are not completed with you. So with the world in reverse, that shows an incompletion. I don't feel like this person thinks that the relationship is over. I think they know that internally, and this could be part of the secret that's coming out, is that they may feel that they have stopped this relationship from going forward. That I feel, I laugh, anyways, so I feel that this person might have told you something different about their true feelings about you, and they may have said that they rather have just been friends, but they really actually want more than friends, and they know that, and they really feel this internally, that this relationship is not over. They don't want it to be over, and they're willing to tell you that it's not over. And I say that because they see you as the Queen of Pentacles. Now, I've mentioned this before, I don't see gender within in certain court cards. I think that people can take on different traits of the cards, but I see that this person sees you as the Queen of Pentacles. So this is someone grounded, who is a very loving, caring figure, who provides stability in the home, who takes care of themselves and takes care of others, who is grounded. And so they definitely see that as this, they see that with you. They do see this as you as being this person, and they know that they have caused a blockage in this relationship because the Hanged Man came out, and that's for me one of the big key signs of when I'm reading personal readings or readings in general. When the Hanged Man comes out, there's like a pause. There's been a pause in this relationship, and they know that they're the pause. They know that they were the reason why this relationship never continued to move forward. But I do feel like they're coming out of that energy, because with the Moon card and the Deceit card in the reverse, it tells me that they're ready to be honest with you. And I think a lot of it has to do with the honest about their feelings about you, seeing you as the Queen of Pentacles, feeling like they don't want this relationship to be over. I definitely am feeling like this person, it's like when they come to you, I honestly feel like you're going to be shocked. Like you're going to be like, I had no idea you felt this way. I think that some of them are actually maybe expressing like love, deep feelings that are going to be coming out in this particular group. Yeah, I just keep getting like, you're going to be shocked. I don't feel that you ever, the words when they do come to tell you, you never, like it, the feelings that they're going to express and the things that they've been holding back are things that you never imagined that this person was, um, that this person was feeling that way. I really get that feeling. And I say that because they also are ready to balance things with you. They want to have a balanced relationship. They want to get out of that hanged man energy because they want to, I also feel that this person has always been focusing on work too, and that has always been their excuse of why this relationship never worked out, and it's always been like the number one. But they've realized, it's like they've grown to understand that's not realistic. That's not how life is supposed to be about. That's not realistic with love. Like love is about give and take, and that coincides with work too. You can't focus on one, or like more on one than the other, because that's never really going to flourish into anything on either side. Because you need to take care of all different needs of yourself. And I really feel that this person like learned this lesson and is willing to balance this relationship. So that is the message for group 2. I hope that makes sense. Okay. All right, let's move on to group 3. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the cards before we get started, so then we can start pulling different cards. Alright, so group 3, the cards that I pulled for you today are Adjacent Possibilities and the 3 of Cups. So, group 3, it's funny because there's 3 here. I think that you're dealing with more than one person right now, and this could be you or the other person. I'm wanting to pull more cards, but I do feel that it's more you, that you have more options than maybe the person that you're dealing with, or you're not dealing with anyone and you just have a lot of different options within your friend group that is specific to love. Now, this also could be the person that you have feeling towards. Now, this person might have different options for them as well. You might not be the only person in their sphere of love. But we're going to pull some cards and see what other messages come out. Ooh. Okay, pull one more. Okay. So, yeah, I think this is mostly has to do with you, particularly of yourself versus then the other person. Now, this could be the other person, and if so, I would just take those messages for the other person, but I really do feel like this is about you. So the first card that I pulled was the Empress in reverse. So when I see the Empress in reverse, I feel like you have not, in the past, have not been taking care of yourself or seeing yourself as the Empress. Because the Empress in upright is about like, so she is the person, or this person, the Empress, is about combining all of the Queen court cards into one energy. And this energy is like the opposite of the Emperor. So they are both aligned on this, they're on par, and they take on more of the divine feminine energy. Now, in the reverse, this has told me that you have not been doing that. You have not been taking care of yourself the way that you should have been. And that's because of past hurts. Now, I see that with the past hurts because I pulled the Ten of Swords, but it's in reverse, which is great because that means a completion. But I feel like there has been a lot of hurt in the past that is related to love, that has caused you to feel that that there's like the sense of unworthiness, like you're unworthy, that you are not this powerful being of the Empress. But I want you to know, with the adjacent possibility in the Three of Cups, is that you are this powerful being. You have the energy of the divine feminine in you, regardless of what gender you identify with, you have those traits within you. And you need to start honing that. And I feel like you are starting to hone this, because I think you're starting to actually like really recognize that you can manifest the love that you want, and that actually there's a lot of options within this world and our universe that can come to you. And I think that you're starting to really like realize like you get to have like basically the pick of a litter, like because you are becoming this divine feminine energy, that love doesn't have to be hard, and that you can have love come to you. And I say that because I see the Lovers card. So the Lovers card tells me that you're going to own this moment this week. I feel like you're just going to put all of this past pain behind because of, again, the Ten of Swords in reverse, and that you're going to focus on you as this divine feminine power, and that you're going to be open to love this week because you're starting to recognize that you have options, okay? There are options coming for you, and you're feeling really excited about that. Sometimes people, like, it's funny, I think, like, that sometimes spring brings new energy of love, but I also feel like with this fall equinox that it's also changing that narrative a little bit, that some people may be feeling like they need to settle, but I think some people are owning their sexual power this week, and I think that's definitely what's happening for group number 3, because you're getting out of this like painful past, and you're moving forward because you know that this isn't your future. Your past doesn't define who you are as a person, and especially a lover. And I see that you are ready to manifest with the Magician card, is to create a new love, and new starts. And I think you want to date. I think you want to date multiple people, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm not saying like go cheat on anyone. That's not what I'm saying, but I think that you're willing to date new people and you're ready to experience new experiences. I hope that makes sense. That is what your message is for this week. I think that you just need to continue to hone that divine feminine experience, like embodiment, and trust me, you're going to be guiding yourself with that energy, that new energy. It's going to create something new in love for you. All right, group 3. Okay, so now we have group 4. So the cards that I pulled for you today are the World in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So with the World in reverse, specifically to love, I feel like this group 4, I think that you've been not open to the experience of love. I feel that group 4, that again, I feel like this has happened before in my readings, and this could be you again coming up. But group 4, I feel like you have been thinking about love in only a certain way, and you've been very narrow-minded in love. I feel like you're not open to experiencing new experiences within love, whether that's meeting new people, going on new different dates or adventures. I just feel like you have been inactive, you're closed off for it, and you're kind of jaded about love. And I say that because of the Knight of Swords in reverse. So Knight of Swords upright means to me often is about action. It can mean about somebody willing to go into arguing. But I feel that with upright Knight of Swords, it's more about loyalty and going forward to rescue someone in some capacity. But with the Knight of Swords, this is where the jaded aspect. I feel like you're just like, I don't want to move forward. I don't really want to take charge or change the way that I've been going about with love. You're over that. You are like, screw that. Somebody needs to come to me, and I really don't feel like that is what you should be doing. I think that you should be open to new love and new experiences, and I think that you should be more welcoming and inviting. That is definitely one of the first messages that I get, but let's pull some cards and see what else is there for you. I'm just going to shuffle the cards. Let's see what else comes up for group number 4. Oh, let's see. I can take that one. And one more. Okay. Group 4, you've been really in your head. Like you have been guided by your logical brain, and refusing to look in your passion and emotions. It's really interesting, and it's definitely showing up. So I think this message is very, very clear. So I'm sorry, this won't be a very long message, but it's the universe just telling me, like, you need to be blunt with group number 4. And I say that and my light flickered. So yes, that is the message. So you need to stop thinking that love is a burden. So yeah, again, 10 of Wands upright is carrying a lot of weight and shoulders and feeling like you have so much weight to carry that you can't do this. And I feel that you think that love is like exhausting and too much to handle, and you need to get out of this energy. That is the first message, is like you need to stop thinking about love in this negative way and start seeing love in this most exciting way, that can literally open the world, and to, like, literally with the world in reverse, you can reverse it and open to new experiences that will take you to new ways of learning and to new ways of knowing of what life can be. Sorry, that was downly channeling from my guides. But that, yeah, the first message is you need to stop thinking that love is a burden, it's a weight, and something that you can't carry, because, like, my dears, great, like, group number 4, you can do this. And it's because of all this burden, it's like you feel trapped. You're like, I don't, it's like debilitating. When you think about love, you're like, I don't know if I can do this. Like, I don't feel that I have the confidence to do this. I don't think I have the energy to do this. I don't think I have anything to offer. But you need to get out of this energy, because with the Six of Pentacles, it's literally you see someone handing out coins, and, like, you can say that you have something to offer. You are this person. You have things to offer to other people, and you need to realize that you are worth loving. Are worth. You have love to give, and people have things to learn from you, and you need to really realize that you have value that is worth giving to other people. And I feel like this is very, like, again, this is in the head, is that you need to get out of thinking about love in a logical manner. You need to start getting out of that, and because this is, again, going to open new doors. And the Nine of Swords in reverse, like, when it's upright, it's about, like, sleepless nights, unable, sometimes mental health, anxieties, all of those things. But with the reversed, it's telling me that you need to let that go, because remember, you have something to offer. Don't be afraid to do this. Like, you have it, you can own it, you can be that person that people want, that would love. Yeah, you just need to see that in yourself. And so let go of those anxieties, let go of those worries, because love is going to happen to you, for you, if you do this. But if you don't, you're going to be caught, like, you're going to be in your head all the time. You're going to be caused, like, where you feel like nothing's going to happen for me, love isn't going to happen for me. But my dears, love is going to happen for you, but you need to start seeing that confidence in yourself first. All right, so that is your readings for today. I hope that was really helpful. Again, if you're interested in receiving a 20-minute audio recording reading, please email me at littlereadertarot@gmail.com. You can also reach me at littlereadertarot on Instagram. Remember, up until from now until the 30th of September, I am offering that $11 off promo on audio recording readings. They're regularly $55 Canadian, but are on sale for $44. Please let me know if you have any other questions. Please subscribe and like, and or comment below. I'd love to hear how things are resonating for you. Okay,